Are you ready to embark on an extraordinary journey through time and myth? Prepare yourself for a unique experience, a visual synthwave audiobook that brings the ancient text of the Epic of Gilgamesh to life like never before. Originating from clay tablets that have survived millennia, this is not just a story, it's a window into a world long gone. As we delve into this epic tale, you won't just listen to the original text. We'll pause along the way to unpack and explain key sections, offering you a deeper understanding of this seminal work.
Tablet 3. The elders spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, "Gilgamesh, do not put your trust in just your vast strength, but keep a sharp eye out. Make each blow strike the mark. The one who goes on ahead saves the comrade. The one who knows the route protects his friend. Let Enkidu go ahead of you. He knows the road to the cedar forest. He has seen fighting, has experienced battle."
The elders of the city advise Gilgamesh not to rely solely on his strength, but to be strategic in his approach. They recommend that Enkidu lead the way to the cedar forest, as he is familiar with the route and experienced in battle.
Enkidu will protect the friend, will keep the comrades safe. Let his body urge him back to the wives. In our assembly we have entrusted the king to you, Enkidu, and on your return you must entrust the king back to us. Gilgamesh spoke to Enkidu, saying, "Come on, my friend. Let us go to the Eglma temple, to Ninsun, the great queen. Ninsun is wise, all-knowing. She will put the advisable path at our feet."
Gilgamesh acknowledges the elders' advice, but also seeks additional guidance. He decides to consult Ninsun, the great queen, and his mother, who is known for her wisdom. He and Enkidu go to her temple to seek her counsel on how to proceed with their dangerous journey.
Taking each other by the hand, Gilgamesh and Enkidu walked to the Eglma, the great palace, to Ninsun, the great queen. Gilgamesh arose and went to her. "Ninsun, even though I am extraordinarily strong, I must now travel a long way to where Humbaba is. I must face fighting such as I have not known, and I must travel on a road that I do not know. Until the time that I go and return, until I reach the cedar forest, until I kill Humbaba the Terrible and eradicate from the land something baneful that Shamash hates, intercede with Shamash on my behalf. If I kill Humbaba and cut his cedar, let there be rejoicing all over the land, and I will erect a monument of the victory before you." The words of Gilgamesh, her son, grieving, Queen Ninsun heard over and over.
Ninsun hears Gilgamesh's concerns and proceeds to perform a series of rituals to seek divine guidance. She goes to the rooftop, offering incense and prayers to Shamash, the sun god. She asks for divine protection for Gilgamesh as he faces unknown dangers in his quest.
Ninsun went into her living quarters. She washed herself with the purity plant. She donned a robe worthy of her body. She donned jewels worthy of her chest. She donned her sash and put on her crown. She sprinkled water from a bowl onto the ground. She went up to the roof. She went up to the roof and set incense in front of Shamash. She offered fragrant cuttings and raised her arms to Shamash. "Why have you imposed, nay inflicted, a restless heart on my son Gilgamesh? Now you have touched him so that he wants to travel a long way to where Humbaba is. He will face fighting such as he has not known, and will travel on a road that he does not know, until he goes away and returns, until he reaches the cedar forest, until he kills Humbaba the Terrible, and eradicates from the land something baneful that you hate. On the day that you see him on the road, may Aja the bride, without fear remind you, and command also the watchmen of the night, the stars, and at night your father Sin.
Ninsun calls upon Enkidu, blessing him and giving him a pendant. She emphasizes his responsibility in keeping Gilgamesh safe. Her involvement symbolizes that she accepts Enkidu as an ally and protector for her son.
She banked up the incense and uttered the ritual words. She called to Enkidu and would give him instructions. Enkidu the mighty, you are not of my womb, but now I speak to you along with the sacred votaries of Gilgamesh, the high priestesses, the holy women, the temple servers. She laid a pendant on Enkidu's neck. The high priestesses took, and the daughters of the gods. I have taken Enkidu. Enkidu to Gilgamesh I have taken. Until he goes and returns, until he reaches the cedar forest, be it a month, be it a year. The gate of cedar, Enkidu, in the temple of Shamash, and Gilgamesh in the Eaglemah.
The text captures Enkidu beginning to speak to Gilgamesh, though his message is not fully conveyed. This suggests that Enkidu may have reservations or additional wisdom to share about the upcoming journey. The fragmentary statement implies that Enkidu takes his role as protector seriously and is actively engaged in considering the risks involved.
He made an offering of cuttings. The sons of the king. Enkidu will protect the friend, will keep the comrade safe. Let his body urge him back to the wives. In our assembly, we have entrusted the king to you, and on your return, you must entrust the king back to us. Enkidu spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, my friend, turn back, the road.
The text ends abruptly, likely due to missing or damaged sections of the original clay tablets from which this story comes. This missing information leaves gaps in our understanding of the narrative and Enkidu's final words, adding a layer of historical mystery to the tale.